Go back to Dean Tannock here on 9, David.
It has been a pretty tight race most of the week. Dean Tannock at one time was in command of the Grandmaster division, but started this round with a 2-stroke disadvantage.
I could go in.
Wow.
Sweet.
Great shot there from Dean Tannock.
He has been a pleasure to play with in some World's Finals in my history. He's a wonderful addition. Low line drive in the tailwind will need the help of the sidewalk to get up closer.
And at this point, it looks like Mike Rayley will be your new Grandmaster World Champion.
Sit photo bomb.
Here's Pierce from the edge of the deep rough here. There's some obstacles in there to deal with, too. A little unsettling stance.
Tim Keith on the tee.
Another sign of long history of Tim Keith on the disc golf course. Number 9 in the foreground. Our final hole. All of our Innova Champion crowning moments will come through there. Back to number 3 in Pierce's drive. Clearly with distance, but maybe a tight gap to get out to the open space on the other side of, as we said, this monstrous midway rough on 3. Oh boy, not a regular shot for Pierce.
You know, this could turn into a pretty nice forehand roller right here for Paige.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. We are in need of some volunteers to help with crowd control for the women's division. If you could go out and help us with crowd control at this point, any of you volunteers want to jump out there, please help us out. Need a couple people to volunteer for that. Thank you.
Nicely done there by Paige Pierce.
Just some great placement here. Our ladies actually outdoing many of our open players here with their consistent and aggressive play. Let's go back to 9, David.
Just waiting on some putts here. We were informed that Mike Rayley had a 4-throw lead over Dean Tannock.
That was 2 to begin the round. Safely underneath. Looking back at the playful LeCastro in the gallery, keeping things loose with Wysocki and Macbeth also having some fun. Valerie Jenkins now with about 500 feet remaining to the basket. Total distance of 975 feet here for hybrid. Number 3 of the finals. Deep shul in the center of your screen. Must avoid that to continue her quest for the title.
It's got to get up. Oh boy, Dave. Got to be a tough swing on her next shot. She may have to throw sidearm or something over above it.
That is a
Dean Tannock safely in. Dean Tannock, your 2013 U.S. Masters champion. That would be in the Grandmasters division. You saw Tim Keith of Birmingham, Alabama.
There's old man Willis in the back.
Looks like Kirk Haggadone. Guy more known for guts than disc golf.
Ladies and gentlemen, for PDGA Grandmaster winner and champion Mike Rayley.
There's the Pierce third shot. And she is
Wow.
cleared the shul by at least 80 feet.
Unbelievable.
She's got a putt, didn't
That
it?
was a crush.
And that putt for birdie remains for Pierce. Attempting
Wow.
to mount an attack. Katrina Allen with a beautiful laid out shot. She'll have a very similar distance and even more access to the pin as we saw Pierce lays it up close. Allen equally as capable of throwing these big shots in majors golf.
But if you could help us out, that would be great.
Be interesting to see if Katrina plays a big left to right shot or tries to fly over the bushes, which, if she happens to get in those, will be really tough to get out.
Ideal tailwind behind and off the left shoulder of Allen. A 15-foot elevation from her placement to the pin.
Wow.
Oh,
what
boy.
a great shot.
David, I have not seen this level of championship play to date out of the women. Big distances, accurate putts, big, involved approach shots. Our top ladies really showing their stuff. This is the final round coverage of the 2013 women's final. That's our open women, if you will. All other divisions age protected. Ragnar Bigda, Stockholm, Sweden now, hoping to maintain her momentum and at least not lose ground. She suffered a minor injury this morning in the right foot and has done duly to let it go, or at least to push it out with mind over matter at a premium. Just shorter than Allen's shot. Bigda capable of big throws. Whether she can do this uphill will be the test.
Wow. Another great shot there from Ragnar Bigda. Big distance.
No doubt. So exciting. Our technology and players' attitudes taking a big shift for the better in the last 10 years.
I'm glad I don't have to try to make a living.
And as we look at our gallery moving, let's go to hole 9.
I'm with the 2013 PDGA World Champion Grandmaster Mike Rayley. Mike, you had a comeback of all comebacks on Wednesday, I do believe. Dean Tannock was out in front. Everybody thought he had the comfortable lead. Tell me what happened that day in your 2 rounds.
I got solid. I took every shot just as serious as I could, and putt started falling and shot way better than I thought I would, but just kept it up.
Well, Dean started out on fire. I mean, that had to be some pressure on you. How did you overcome that to get solid?
You know, I didn't really think about where he was. I just tried getting on the lead card, which got me there, and then I started playing when I could watch it, and I just kept chipping away. And then by the end of that Wednesday, I had a 2-stroke lead, and then Thursday we came out we just pushed each other, so it was still 2 strokes. And then today was a tough one for Dean a little bit. I ended up with 6 strokes going into that final 9, and I needed it all because I played very cautious there at the end.
Well, what preparations prepared you for this Worlds?
You know, I was laid up for most of the winter with a bad tendon thing going because I'm getting old. But practice putting and working on my drives and not putting too much stress on myself. Did it all.
Well, congratulations, Mike. Appreciate the interview. You really did have the comeback of all comebacks, and you are a true champion. We have so much more action on the planet. Stay tuned.
Hi to all my friends.